Hello, you guys. I can't be on here long, but I didn't have time to do the video and upload it. But I wanted to talk about um shout out to the site dog. I'm back on here for a few minutes. I kind of wanted to do a live. I wanted to do a video and upload it, but I don't have time to. I need to just do the live for about 20 minutes and talk about this, right? Um, and I'm talking about it only because, some of his people had came into I believe it was some of his people. Could have been just some of his fans. I don't know. But and they were consistently saying that it was false, even though I said when I put the video up because it was trending on Twitter, it was all over Facebook that Jay Prince his offices had gotten raided, right? And so he responded shortly after. And some I was looking at a vlogger say that his cousin says that there was a police presence, but their offices was not raided. So um, when I started looking and reading, looking at some of the other blogs later on after he responded and stuff, I started seeing on quite a few vlogs where as they were saying that, hey, Mr. Parker, where they were saying that allegedly the rumors was alleged. Jay Prince was saying the rumors were allegedly created or started, or he believes that it was by WAC 100 because he and WAC were into it. See, I had no idea that Jay Prince and WAC 100 uh, had been having debacles or that they were into with each other. Listen, I don't want to put out false information about nobody. But I think I said to begin with, and there was a lot of people that said it because there were other vloggers that said allegedly because they were not too sure either. We were just reporting on what was trending on social media, right? And so Jay Prince just put out something saying he says that while they were spreading lies and a couple of days ago about my places being raided by the feds, I was treating myself to the new Rolls Royce Spectral I add to my collection. Even more importantly, here's AJ principle to live by. Satan is the author of confusion, so remove people who bring confusion into your life. As for those rats who call themselves podcasters, lying and causing confusion for a living, they'll eventually reap what they sow. Wishing myself a happy birthday. Listen, hey, I don't know what to say other than if it didn't happen, then listen, it didn't happen. But I said allegedly, and I know I'm not the only one. But I don't feel like he's talking directly at me, but I'm just one of those people that if I put out something and it's if it turns out not to be true, hey, I'm always the one to go back and say, well, listen, it was not like that. But that is what was trending. I think oftentimes these black men, I listen, I don't know Jay Prince. I can appreciate any body that has a that's created what he has, I guess created, right? There are things that I've heard that he's done that of course I don't agree with, but I don't have to live with him. But if it did not happen, then it did not happen. But he says that he debunked it, and I did a video on that. He debunked it, and he says that it did not happen. But like I said, I did not know that there was this war going on between he and WAC 100. I did not know that. So that's kind of what I've been, reading and stuff. That there's a war going on between he and WAC 100, and WAC 100 or WAC 100's people was the one that put the rumor out. I don't know. I still don't know whether the rumor is true or false. He's debunking it. Other people are saying that it definitely happened. Hey, I don't know. Um, anyways, y'all, I listen. Like I said, I was going to do a video and upload it because I knew I could not stay on long because I actually just got off. I'm really on the run, Mr. Parker, we talked about you in the last vlog. We said we had not seen you in like almost a month. We didn't know where you was at. So he popped up. He must have been in the bushes. He heard us talking about him. So he must have been in the bushes. He must have been in the bushes. Anyways, you guys, that's what I want to talk about. Jay Prince says, just where you been, Carl? No, I was thinking about Jay Prince. I was reading the statement that Jay Prince put out. He says that, while the false rumors were spreading about him, he was out buying him a new Rolls Royce. I, for one, for him to put out a statement like that, I could tell it bothers him. I guess as it would anybody. If it's a false statement, I definitely, because I didn't know that he and Whack 100 or whoever was at war, and that's what a lot of people are saying now, that it's false and it was put out because they've been beefing. But I know what it's like to have false rumors. Folks put out false rumors on me, don't know nobody I know, and they'll lie. You have bloggers that pay folks to lie on you because they up under investigation, so they pay somebody else to do it, so that they can get harassment charges. That's the type of stuff that these folks do. So, and they don't be knowing nothing. What they do know, they illegally obtain, and they still don't know that. Okay, so um, like I said, I don't want to be putting out nothing false on nobody. If he says that his place was not, you know, um, rated, the Prince family are liars and extortionists. We will see very soon, and Prince Senior is scared of Whack 100. Whack doesn't back down from Prince Princess and her girls. No, I wasn't in the bushes. I was waiting on you to call me back from a couple weeks ago. Oh Lord, you have not. But anyways, you guys, like I said, hey, we see what's been going on in the industry or whatever. So, like I said, when we hear about these people being raided or whatever, especially when their names and stuff have come up in different situations, hey, it's not abnormal. I mean, that's what vloggers are gonna do. Talk about it, speculate about it. But hey, like I said, in order for him to put out a statement like that, um, I could tell, y'all know I'm sensitive. I could tell I guess it's bothersome to him. And me for one, I don't want to be one to help to spread an agenda. I guess false statements at this point. Um. Anyway, Shaw, he said we're gonna reap what we sow. Talking about him, he said that's funny. Anyways, you guys. Anyways, he says that it's absolutely not true. He was buying him a Rolls Royce, and that we the bloggers are lying on him. So, um, and like I said, bloggers that reached out to him said, I was looking at some bloggers, I guess, who was able to contact him, says that he directly claims, allegedly, that he believes that it was WAC 100 or that it was. I don't know. I know a lot of people have issues with WAC 100. WAC 100 is very funny to me. I look at him sometimes when I see him come up. But it seems like when Whack 100 says something, it happens now. When he says something, it happens. He's funny to me. So, but I didn't know that he and Jay Prince were into it. So I guess we'll see. Why isn't Prince and her daughters talking about Takeoff? It would be 2 years ago. Um, Black Barber says that Prince does not tell the truth about anything. I don't know. The Black Barbie. I guess we'll see. Here it is right here. Let me show you all.
Yes, sir. Where's your black shirt? Trick or treat going on. Yeah. Man, this is like a real Halloween. Turn out pretty nice. That's a beauty, right? Yeah, first time I met like all the stars on the doors, like see like yes. There's nothing like it out there. When you park, yeah.
Well, y'all, he's saying that's what he was doing when they say that his office was being raided. He was over at the dealership. Okay, and he says that according to him on his Instagram, he's saying that it absolutely did not happen. And like I said, some other vloggers were saying that this was definitely something that was orchestrated by um some more people that he's into it with. Okay, so like I said, I don't know. The Black Barber says, I've been watching the Prince and daughters turn extortion into a business for a long time now. Really? Oh, wow. Hmm. Well, if it happened, we'll see. But normally though, I guess when something like that happens, they have everything else in the news. I think that the news media would have had that in there would have been some visual video, some pictures or something like that. They had puppies in the news, so I don't know. Like I said, I didn't know that these two guys were into it and going back and forth with each other. I agree with Black Barbie talking about getting I agree. Somebody was saying that see what time is it? Okay, I can stay up for about 20 more minutes. Um somebody was saying that they felt like who was that was saying that they felt like what happened to Takeoff was Quavo's fault. That's so no. That I don't agree to that. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. Leo says he whacked for that all that money he has. He now want to show that he brought a car. Whoop-de-doo. The Black Barbie says they should be talking about getting justice for him. Do we know that they are not talking about that? Because I think the energy from, the interview that they did maybe a year ago, it appears that the blame was trying to, now this was Senior. It appears that he was trying to shift the blame to Migo Bands for showing he had a pistol, even though those guys had to have known that Migo Bands was not a threat. Migo Bands was going in a totally different direction. So if the shots were fired because of him, why did the shots hit Takeoff? And Migo Bands was nowhere near Takeoff. So when Takeoff was seen running away when shots were fired, that's just really weird within itself. So that's an issue, that a lot of people had as it relates to that, the wanted to shift the blame at the victims, right? Just because people get into arguments and debacles. These that guys had been having playing or gambling or something like that. So even I mean, when we looked at the video, we saw where Quavo and Takeoff and them were being surrounded. Of course, Migo Bands, they don't really know these guys, and they was just looking at the commotion. I don't know if they were in danger or anything like that, but I mean, I don't think that it was any need for any shots to be fired. We saw that when one of them walked off, he was hit or something like that. So hey, I think that's definitely an issue that people had, and I think the old style of thinking, and Jay Prince himself, senior, is a lot older than me. So I know he comes from the streets or whatever, but his way of thinking should not be that. Well, if he had kept his mouth closed, in other words, then his nephew would be alive. No, that Negro never should have fired that damn gun. Because even if Migo Bands had shown that he had a gun in his waist or something like that, he still didn't fire it. He still didn't do that. So something went awry. Something that happened. It should not have happened. And if they were shooting at Migo Bands went in a totally different direction. Why was Takeoff hit? I don't know what the motive would be. I don't know. I don't know what the motive would be. Even if they didn't want it to happen, let's just say that they didn't want it to happen. All I'm saying is that don't try and uphold the people that did it. Why would you try and do that when there was no need for any shots to be fired anyways? I think that's one of the issues that people had with the statements that he made was basically he says he wanted Migo Benz to be arrested. He said he wanted Migo Benz to be arrested because Migo Benz opened his pulled his shirt up to let him know he had a gun. So even if he did, the man was not getting ready to do anything. Hell, he wasn't pointing it at nobody. So the people that did that should not have been firing shots. You don't uphold it was wrong. So you don't uphold stuff like that. I don't know the way that all of that happened was just really dark and weird. Anyways, everything that's surrounding that situation and me as a person, I don't know. I was not there, but it just don't feel right. But he says that the feds didn't raid his house, so or his office. So they're saying that he's saying that that is a rumor that was put out because of the hate that Whack 100 has for him. Now that's what some more bloggers are saying. And all I'm saying is if that didn't happen, I don't hey, but I think I said from the very beginning that allegedly. Black Barbie says, but Prince Senior is just trying to cover the hitter. Hey, the real little T. I came back for it's 3 o'clock. I got to get out of here at 3:30. And I was praying that it wouldn't stop raining. I was like, please don't let it stop raining. I will have a reason not to get out and work. And it stopped raining. So I got to get out. I hope it start back raining again when I'm on my way home so that I can get into bed and go to sleep. I sleep so good when it rains. They said something happened in reference to his office. Ain't nobody make that up totally out of the blue. Well, there was some bloggers that says that his cousin says that the police was there, but it was not it was not a raid. Yeah, no, but Whack 100 Whack 100 stay in enough stuff, whereas he don't have to just make up. I think he be so. I don't think he would. Do you all think that he would make something like that up? Y'all think Whack 100 would orchestrate something like that? I don't know. I don't know though. I can't know what people want to do. He says Jay Prince has a pig farm. Hmm. Hey, Antonio. Mhm. His attorney didn't say not one time that the trial wasn't fair. These are pretty good. See how much sugar is in them. It's not that many grams of sugar. I bought me some soft, chewy lemonade candy. It's pretty good. Tastes like lemonade. CSMC says help. Oh my. He says, Sam, yes, and allegedly some folks have gone missing when around them hogs. Oh wow. Hmm. Mr. Oh, Urban says Wack has to have something to say that shit about. Wack has to have something to say that shit about Jay Prince. So do you all think that Wack 100 was the one that put that out because they're beefing? It's just Wack and him has had some differences for sure, but it's a lot of people who can't stand Wack. But here's the thing. I don't even did Wack say it? Because I saw other platforms saying it when I look at it. So I never heard Wack say it. Mm-hmm. I don't know, y'all. What do you all think? Hmm. It's probably Jay Prince is diabolical in real life. I don't know much about Junior, but his daddy is a real gangster. Mm-hmm. A little T, yeah, nephew. I'm straight. Was waiting on your auntie to call me back. 3 weeks was long enough. I tell you. Oh well. Yeah, I know it pulled on my heartstrings when he said them vloggers lying on me. They gonna reap what they sow, spreading false rumors. Hey, listen, always did say that it allegedly, and we still don't know because I mean they're claiming that WAC 100 was behind it. We don't even know if WAC 100 was behind it. Ken says that temperature has dropped since this rain. Yeah, the temperature has dropped. I do not like the cold weather. Period. It makes me real lazy. Oh, she said it's warm at ATL. The weather has dropped tremendously around these parts. It's 68. It's 68. That's why I live in Arizona in the winter and Chicago in the summer. But you know what? My friend was telling me that it's been quite, the weather has been pretty, nice in Chicago. Because normally around this time it's it's real cold in Chicago. But I think my auntie said in Indiana it's been snowing. And their weather is not bad as it normally is. I thought she said it was snowing, but I'm looking at the forecast. It's not. Maybe she said it was raining because it is showing that it's raining down there. Time to put on your fuzzy slippers and watch Lifetime. I like the Lifetime holiday movies, but I do love Lifetime movies. I like the I guess the suspense, the drama, the crazies, 80s across the Carolinas today. That's nice weather. The weather here in Chicago is 61. Okay. So it's tending to start dropping. So I'm assuming like around I guess around December it'll be really cold in Chicago. Mm, not anymore. Been in South Carolina 3 years. I am counting my return. It says Charlotte temps are so annoying. I'm ready for 55-degree days. Cannot stand 50. Oh, I don't like the cold weather. But I did start pulling out all of my fall stuff, like my sweaters and stuff like that. I started putting them in the front of the closet. A lot of them I have packed away. I started putting them on hangers and hanging them up so that I can grab them. Because around this time, what I normally work in is big oversized sweaters and tights when I'm working and on the go. It's around the time for Christmas parties. So I did say I was gonna go to a few Christmas parties this year. I know that MPD always have their big Christmas parties, always very nice. Um, their union and the Memphis Police Afro Association has a really big Christmas party. So I used to go to those. I didn't make it to them last year. I will go this year to support them because they support my business. And last year I didn't get a chance to make it to the Lawyers Association party, which they have for like the prosecutors and the public defender's office and all of that. So I'll make sure that I go this year because it gives me the opportunity to the network and the parties and stuff be really nice. A lot of the lawyers that hire me, they always have parties and stuff for their office, and they have really, really nice parties too. With a lot of good food and stuff. You get to socialize and network. So I'm gonna make sure I've been ordering. I had some stuff to come in today. Y'all, Macy's got a sale and has had a sale for 3 days. I think it ends today. So you might want to get your holiday stuff. As my mom said, you ordering that stuff to go to those parties. You know how lazy you be around the winter time, but I am going to go. That's a good way of networking and stuff, and eating some good food and drinking some good wine, child. I gotta call you, Tam. A little birdie asked me to put a good word in for him. He's in love with you. He said you're going to be his wife. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Is it Mr. Parker? I am She Johnson. The realty says, oh, okay, okay, ain't even know y'all made it to that level yet. I gotta come to the witness. Oh, oh Lord. Yeah, I do not want to go. I do not want to go and work. I don't like getting out early in the mornings, but guess what? It's better because once you wake up, you don't have time to think about it. I've been sitting home all day, straightening it up. I finally made me a vegetable omelet, and now I got to get out and go and I guess I'll stop by Starbucks and give me a large whatever they got that's gonna give me a lot of energy that's gonna geek me up. Normally, when I have to go on cases and I have to sit up and be honest, and I go and get me some Starbucks. I have to get the strongest thing they got so it can geek me up. So it can geek me up. The good thing about it is I had connected with this guy that was kind of working together. I ain't taking no more of his case. We had been where I'm not taking no more because these cases are pretty. I got to go into training next month, anyways. It was a good experience, though. You know, um, some of the guys that I've worked with, I like it when they have like nerves of steel, and I'm serious. Like they be cool. They be really cool guys, right? Especially when we're introducing, connecting, then we start working together. And but they get to telling me about cases that they've had, and I go to myself, there's no way in the world that I could ever, no way in the world I could ever. But this guy is really, really cool guy. I like him a lot. I liked working with him. I like the project that we was working on together. Um, he does a lot of good work because he actually works with one of the Innocence Project also, where he helps quite a few. As a matter of fact, they just got a man that had been in jail 31 years exonerated. Um, he's a great investigator. He's a top investigator. He had worked with the feds for um 22 years, he says. And now he's working as a retiree. He's working in the Mississippi area on the Innocence. He's one of the investigators on the Innocence Project. So he's pretty cool, pretty laid back. Um, very, very resourceful. And I'm tell you about when I work with people and they're very resourceful and they're very open about when you go, well, such and such. Oh yeah, yeah, I connect you with that person because some people are just they don't want to tell you anything. They'll work with you, but they want to keep all the information to themselves. He's very resourceful and he is very open about helping you. So I like that. That makes me work harder with him. There are a lot of areas that he or some of his team will stick out like a sore thumb. Okay, so they have to hire, I guess, meet people like me on to help them out. You know, you're a little pretty weird sitting because they, I'm telling you. Um, Never mind, my bad. Fellas, I'm dropping the episode on 11/10/24 that will solve my fall winter issues you may have. Are you still the ambassador for Ralph Lauren? Tell y'all one of those cases that I really wish that they would relook at. And I sure asked them about it. They just got a man exonerated that had been in jail for um 31 years up in, was it Knoxville? Was it Knoxville or Chattanooga? Anyways, I asked him about, I really wish that um there was some people that could, especially that's got the experience that he has, that has the connections with the attorneys that he's got the connections with. Me, I really wish somebody would reopen C Murder's case because C Murder has been put in jail for a crime um that he did not commit. And I'm rambling on, y'all, because I gotta leave in 5 minutes. I sure don't want to. But C Murder has been put in jail for a crime that he did not commit. And that's a fact. They did C Murder dirty and they plan on making him live out the rest of his life in jail. And you know, I know people say, well, that's a celebrity and people get honorary. Well, we don't want to, he's a celebrity. It's a lot of other people. Well, I mean, wha- hey, if you help somebody like him, that oftentimes that may open up the door. You never know, like all of the skeletons come out, and that opens up the door. It brings a lot of attention. It kind of opens up the door for other people that have been wrongly accused to be helped. Anyways, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta run. I gotta work. I should be back home tonight by 9. Oh, mm, mm, mm. Out of all the days, I leave my night vision camera and my binoculars at my office. Anyways, y'all, y'all have a good night, okay? I'll talk to you all tomorrow. I love you guys. Be good, okay?